Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just do a thumbs up. All right. All right, please, we have to mute your mic. So let me say this, you have to mute your mic. Once you mute your mic, if you want to say anything, just raise up your hands. Then we ask you to join to ask your questions. So if you have any question you want to speak, unless I instruct you to speak, please, we have to do us a favor by mute your mic, please. Good evening, everybody. So I want you to speak now. I want to hear everybody's voice. At least.
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. We have just 2 people in this class, right? All right, no problem.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right. So it's a great thing to have everybody here. It's a great thing to have everybody here. We have been using YouTube, but it's time for us to have a deep dive. That is why we are transferring the class into Microsoft Teams, where can contain everybody and everybody will be able to speak. Okay. So let's go straight. So can anyone tell me the goal of this team? What is the goal of this team? Anybody? If you want to talk, raise up your hand. What is the goal of this team? I just want us to know. I want to hear from us. It won't be as if we are just talking and talking and talking. Okay, you have the floor, Deji.
Good evening. From what I understand, the goal is to use basic understanding of cybersecurity and AI to help in medical equipment and help verify, prevent, and detect any flaws inside of the data and the use of medical equipment using AI tools.
Thank you. Do we have anybody that wants to speak? What is the goal? This team. We've gotten to the week that everybody will be on our toes. We start working. So no more play. All right. Do we have anybody? Okay. So I will just assume that we know it. So let's go straight to today's class. So, like we all know that we want to build an algorithm that will detect intrusion material, that will detect any intrusions in the Internet of Medical Things, and that will also prevent it using machine learning algorithms. So that is what we want to do, basically. So I'll be introducing you to the intrusion detection and intrusion prevention system. So an intrusion detection system monitors network traffic for malicious activities and alerts administrators. So I want you to put your mind to all of these things, because by the time we start building those algorithms, I don't want to, we don't want to start teaching you what we are training the AI on. Like, you should know that, okay, we are building to detect and to also prevent, right? So just focus. Why intrusion prevention system goes a step further. So after detection, so the IPS, we do what? We block the detected threats. So it looks like two algorithms, right? But I want to assure you it's more than two algorithms, but just focus. Intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention system. So IDS and IPS are critical components of modern network security architectures against attacks such as malware infections. So I think in our first class, they introduced us to the common threats in the Internet of Medical Things. So the IPS and the IDS and the IPS now is to protect against all of these attacks. Okay? If you can hear me, just give a thumbs up. All right, thank you. So we move to the core concepts of signatures and anomalies. Signatures and anomalies. So signatures in security, I don't know if we have cybersecurity experts here. When they're talking, let's say, um, um, in the place of work, you see them saying something like, we have the signature of this. Okay, so the signature here in security are predefined patterns or sequence that correspond to known attack behaviors or malwares. So in cybersecurity, okay, there's something we call backdoors. Backdoors it can also be interpreted as creating virus, just in a layman. So this virus uh, can be scanned by some tools. The hackers, they have their ways of doing things. So that they scan this virus, they scan their own virus against some tools. So if, because we, we have virus, we also have some antivirus, right? So the antivirus in the other part we're saying here is that once they scan this virus, each antivirus acts, they usually have what we call the signature of a particular the signature of a particular virus that makes them to be able to detect the virus. I don't know if there's any biology students here. There's something we call memory cell in the immune system. Memory cell, where, for example, during pastology and immunology now, they tell you that your first encounter with malaria can kill someone. That is called primary immune response, right? So the secondary immune response is now when your immune system were able to fight the primary immune response, and the secondary immune response now is now the second time you have malaria. So you can see that even if you don't use drug for malaria, you see at times you just say, thank God, I'm home. Because there's an immune response we call memory cell. It has kept, so the memory cell here serves like a signature. Okay, signature in security. So the memory cell means that, oh, I have this memory of malaria. So anytime the malaria is coming, rather than the immune response to just be looking, that's primary immune response. When a strange intrusion material enter the body, the immune response will just be looking instead of them to fight, because they don't have the signature. They don't have the memory cell of that type of antigen. So the same thing here, signature in security. So let me tell you, there's no new virus, okay? But there are also new virus. When we get to some parts, I will explain better. So there is no new virus, there are also new viruses, right? So the hackers, they have their way of doing their things, creating a structural backdoors that doesn't have the memory cells. So that's why they're going to test their backdoors, their virus. They're going to test it against all the antivirus. So because there's some elements we call signature in those viruses that gives the that gives the okay, oh, what a minute. So that gives the antivirus, that gives them the memory of that particular virus. So that is signature. Do you understand my explanation? Do you understand my explanation?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So that is signature. So the second part is anomalies in network behavior. So anomalies refers to deviations from established patterns of normal network activities. You see that? So when you started seeing that your system is misbehaving, in some ways, then you can raise an alarm that this is not how I expect this to work. All right. So that is just deviations from established pattern of normal network activities. That's anomaly. So anomaly-based detection identifies unexpected behavior that may indicate new or unknown attacks. Okay, by the time you start seeing a lot of things on, okay, let me say this. Do you know that individuals, like everybody in this house, yeah, we normally accept response. I've said it, maybe I think the other class, the other team. So we normally accept response without sending a request. Okay, let me break it down for you. Networking, like networking works in the sense of sending request and response. Let's say you want to browse, you pick up your phone, your Chrome, then you dial Klemweb.com. So Klemweb.com is a request, right? And the response is the interface of Klemweb you got, right? Well, so I'm not saying in this essence that, do you know that these anomalies in networks, in network behavior can happen in such a way that we do receive responses without sending a request? So can anyone tell me an example? Can anyone tell me an example in a situation where you receive response without sending the request? No. No. Am I not talking to us? Sorry.
Maybe you are talking to us, but an example of receiving response without sending requests is okay. Maybe webhook, like maybe when a webhook, like a pension testing for a pension tester, web pension tester. Now, when you are testing when you are testing a website, you usually get notified of webhook which send data to it, like when an event occurs, when you are just scrolling on the web, calling on the web, and then you start getting webhook notification on your, maybe like me now, I'm using Bob Suits for my web penetration testing, right? So whenever I'm scrolling, I'll just get a response on my webhook page on Bob Suits, whereby I didn't send any request, but I was getting a response just by scrolling. So I mean,
All
is
right.
that what you're asking?
No, not really. Not really. So let's hear from Mary. Mary.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good evening. Yeah, so a typical example is, let's say all these network providers like MTN, Glo, Airtel sending us message, maybe just their normal message, or maybe like our banks, for example, like we get debit alerts. Would they request for it immediate as at that time, or got it anyway?
Yeah, that is a good example. Adebayo. So that's a good example of what I'm trying to say. Everybody, okay, take for example, you are playing, you are on Audio Mac, right? You just see different kind of adverts popping up on your devices, on your phone. Did you send a request to get that? Huh?
No.
Hello?
No.
No, we
No.
don't.
No. You didn't. Yes, you didn't send a request. So that is why anomalies in network behavior, that is why it is very possible. And that is why also um, what type of this attack is possible. Man in the middle attack is also possible. man-in-the-middle attack is also possible because individuals will receive responses without sending the request. So in a situation whereby, so anomalies in network behavior can also work that way because you receive responses, so without sending the request. So I'm training us so that by the time we start building these algorithms, there are things we put in place. You know, I told you we are going to involve in from the data collection and everything. So please pay attention. All right, detection. Okay, do you understand anomalies now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right, cool. So detection principles. So signature-based detection excels in identifying known threats, like known threats quickly. That is signature. You know, I told you, I explained that very well, so I don't need to go back there. So known threats, that is meaning of signature. Why anomaly-based detection focus on identify novel threats by monitoring behavioral patterns? You see, that is anomaly, behavioral. So both approach complement each other in securing networks. So we are going to be building on signature, that is the threats that are known, any type of threat, any type of attack that are known. And we are also going to build on anomalies, that is the behavioral pattern of any attack. So it could be any attack. So, okay, JavaScript injection could be, is an example of anomalies. Am I right? Cybersecurity experts in the house. JavaScript injection could be like anomalies, right? I want to know if you really understand what JavaScript injection is so that I can explain. Please respond, yes or no.
Sir, please explain on it.
Explain, sir.
I should explain.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. JavaScript injection. So I want you to go and read about JavaScript injection. So, you know, is an attack that is sent to the interface of an application or a website. So hackers, I want to explain what JavaScript injection is. So hackers, we create a kind of page that looks like, don't worry, please delete. Mary, please remind me so that I will include JavaScript injection to what I want to show you, like the kind of attack we're going to run, so that you guys will see. But today we are going to start with Python. Please, Mary, please take note. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So JavaScript injection. So they are going to create a kind of page that looks like, okay, let's take, for example, Klemweb. So they're going to create a kind of page like Klemweb that looks exactly like the identity of Klemweb. Then they send it to all the users, like to the website. So every users that go to that to the web page, we get that page created by the hacker. Whereas those guys, they have hidden some backdoors, some viruses inside the page. So once you click it, you know, it could be, okay, let's say, you know, all these loan apps, or yeah, I've seen a situation whereby they brought to me that I helped to recover, right? So you just see them click on this, like to enjoy 10% reward of your transactions, and also that it could be JavaScript injection. So once you click it, they have full access to your device. It's just the script, they've written the script. So the moment you click that, they're reading a virus. I'm going to say virus here. Or they're reading the backdoor, we call it backdooring. They're reading something there. And once you click on it, it's going to do what? They're going to have full access to your device. So they can do anything that is exploits your device. Are you getting me? So that JavaScript injection could also be categorized as anomalies. Okay, so all these anomalies. So we have signature, right? So come to the medical Internet of Medical Things now. So we are going to be targeting known viruses. That is, known attacks, known threats. That is the signature right? The signature based. And we will also be targeting the anomalies that looks like. So anything that doesn't look like something in the Internet of Medical Things systems should be detected and do what? Prevented. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
So this is how it works. I've explained. Do I need to re-explain again? Functionality. So these signature-based IDS scan network packets and compare. Okay. What is packets? Let me put it that way. Let me ask that question. What is packets? What?
Hello, can you hear me,
What?
sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So packets is like a data centric network. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I don't know to talk and hear.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you repeat that, Mary?
Okay, so I said packets is a data central network sent over through a network.
Sorry, is that correct? All right. I think I saw Ablazin. Is it Ablazin? I saw someone. Okay, Paul, you want to talk? Hello? Okay.
Yes, I also want to say the same, that packets are like segments of data sent over network medias. So yes.
All right. Yeah, that's correct. So the data that is sent within, so okay, in network hacking, there's something called you are gathering information to collect handshake, to do whatever you want to do. Okay, this is not VPT, VAPT, sorry, class. I should have dwelled more on this. So just note that network packets are the data sent. Like everybody now, you are on Microsoft Teams. So what we are doing now is generating packets because there are data sent to the network, okay, that is encrypted. Yeah, encrypted data that is sent to the network. So now this is how it works. The signature-based IDS scan network packets and compare them to a comprehensive database of known attacks signatures. 2 points. You see? So you see how we're going to collect our data now. All right, so you are going to compare uh, network packets and compare them with what? With a comprehensive database of known attack signatures. So then when you get a match, then you should trigger an alert. Are you with me? So what is the limitation? This approach struggles with novel zero-day exploits that lack existing signature. And okay, what if there is no existing signature and requires constant updates? Okay, in this sense, let's say we are building on a particular database of a known attack. We built the algorithm this month. So what if there is a known that there is another attack that comes tomorrow or next month or next year? So do we need to refresh the database? You know, that is just the limitation. Okay. So I'm going to move very fast because we have a lot to cover. So the anomaly-based IDS. So these are it. So behavioral baseline. So anomaly, you build a statistical baseline of normal network behavior using metrics like average traffic volume, frequency, and variance. So this is kind of mathematical as well. So the strength is that it detects previously unknown attack and insider threats by identifying unusual pattern not seen before. Unusual pattern not seen before. Okay. So we are comparing the two now in this place. We are comparing the two. If you have questions, you can be dropping it on the chat. Okay. So these are the comparison, the accuracy of. Do I need to explain this? No, just see. It's just English. Okay, you can. I know some of you are recording, some of you are taking screenshots. All right. Yeah, the hybrid IDS and IPS, like the combination of the two now. So now, integrated detection. So hybrid systems leverage both signature-based and anomaly-based method to maximize detection capabilities and reduce false positives. So the combination of the two now. Adaptive security. We're still talking about the hybrid, right? So they dynamically switch or combine detection tactics based on traffic context, and threat level, involving responsiveness to threats. Okay. Enhanced accuracy. The approach balance rapid identification of known threats with the ability to detect novel attacks and insider attacks. So that is IB, the combination of the two model So, do you have any question, please? As we are going, do you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have any question for me, please tell me about IDS, IPS, and the hybrid mode. That is the combination of the two. Any question? All right. So the machine learning for, okay. Yeah, Ayodej, you have a question, please. Right, yeah.
It's more of a, yeah, it's a question. I'm just curious. Since we'll be learning about these things and we already, I'm sure all of us have already downloaded the tools for all this. It said for the anomaly base, it usually carries a lot to actually function. So my question is that as we move forward, with what we are doing right now, the practice, will it really take it's not really going to take that much of that much of not much of an input in our system. Sorry, just more like we see we hold on, sorry.
I didn't actually get the question. Seems you come back. So, better still, do we have anybody that understand the question? Who's trying to communicate to us? Mary.
Okay, yes, I didn't get what I was trying to say.
All right. Okay, no problem. So I think we continue. So when he's back, we ask the question again. We can't keep us on hold. All right. So machine learning for real-time threat detection. So this is where we come in, right? This is where we come in. As team, like I used to say, I don't know anything here, so nobody knows anything. We are going to build everything together. Okay, it's a work we're going to do together. All right. So this is where we come in. We build a machine learning algorithm that we learn on both the IDS, that will build on both IDS model and the IPS model. Okay. So all right. So this is just like a case study of how we can make use of machine learning based for anomaly detection system. All right. Okay. So yeah. So we have the ML based, that is machine learning based anomaly detection system. Then we say we got the data sets and evaluation results, then the challenge. Don't worry. So it's just a breakdown of how the case study is going to look like. So the result, we want to achieve high detection rates and significance that reduce false positive compared to traditional signature-based IDS. Okay, so So what is the challenge we have here is the frequent retraining and handling concepts. Yeah, frequent retraining of the AI. But the model we are going to be using for this project is going to be communicated to us, yeah, very soon as we build the algorithm together. Okay. Do you have any question about the, oh, sorry. Do you have any question on? Okay, are you back? Is that you? Do you want to talk? Do you want to ask question? All right, go ahead. Please.
Yes, yeah, sorry about that. So what I was just asking is that since we're going to be like using our system to be practicing, and you like you said, for what I saw with the disadvantage of anomaly based, how, and it like takes a lot from the system, and like this is all new to me, so I don't know how much pressure it can put on a normal system. Like if if it's going to if there's a situation where the system might crash out because of whatever we're doing or practicing. That's all just what I want to ask. Whether I should take much of what we're doing as well for the system we're using.
When you say system, are you referring to your laptop or your computer?
Yeah, laptop.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I think I got it now. So what the part that we said we are going to compare some database, and is that what you were trying to say? Okay, if that database is going to be large enough to okay. No, you don't need to be worried about all those databases. Right. There are things you are not bringing a whole database to your laptop computer or to your device. Okay.
All right.
So there are ways we call for database that it's to not even appear on your computer. Don't worry.
All right. Then.
So any other questions? All right. So we sent you some tools, right? We sent some tools that you should install to your computer. So how many of you are still having issues? Like how many of you are having issues to installing this the tools? And how many of you are familiar with Python? Are you serious? Okay, Ablazin. Ablazin, you want to talk? You are familiar with Python?
No. Yeah, you're asking. Yes, I'm familiar with Python.
Okay, just one person. Mary, are you familiar with Python?
I'm familiar with Python.
Yes, sir. Just the basics.
All right. Adebayo is also familiar with Python.
I'm not with basic. I also have an idea on machine learning. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. So I think it's getting clearer. So please, if you don't have idea, please don't be intimidated. Me too. I don't have idea in Python. I don't even know anything. I don't know anything in Python, right? But we are going to work together, even if you don't know anything at all in Python programming. But we are going to we're going to put ourselves to speed. Yeah. So that's why we have Monday till Friday to practice, because we'll be sending you some resources that will help you. Though we're going to show you some syntax today. Yeah, we still have more than 1 hour. We're going to show you some syntax, then give you materials to help you so that you can meet up, so that we can meet up with people like Mary, myself, so that I can meet up with people like Mary. I can meet up with people like Abdulazim and Adebayo. So I'll start learning small codes in Python. All right. So, I told you that from the goal is to build an algorithm that will detect all of these things. And yeah, and I said we are going to do this together from the data collection. Yeah, if it requires some of us to go physically to some clinics, yeah, just to know how it works physically, then we start getting our data. So starting from next week, we start going out. So your team lead will reach out to you during the course of the week to tell you that the time and what we need to move. Okay, because you need to know how this Internet of Medical things works. As a matter of fact, some hospitals in Nigeria, let's say a lot of hospitals in Nigeria don't even know that it is called Internet of Medical things. They just know that they have system that does it, that does this. But it is Internet of Medical things. But we want to detect them. And we want to protect them against malicious attack. Mind you, this the contract is not actually from here. Okay, not in Nigeria. So yeah, machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning and deep learning. So we said our revolutionized technology by enabling computers to learn from data effectively. It enables what? Computers to learn from data effectively. And we said Python, with its simplicity and powerful libraries, is preferred language. Is a preferred language to develop these models. Python language. Okay. So I know some of you will be wondering, why did we include R programming? Yeah, don't worry. Like, we include R Studio and R in that data. So you will know very soon. Tell you that you are going out and you are coming into this class, we will not admit you again. Stay, you need to focus. All right.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Okay, we can't hear that, but we know that you are making sense. Thank you, Yusuf. All right. So we explore core concepts of machine learning and deep learning. Okay. And we examine key algorithms and architectures and understand why Python plays a vital role, and to dive into the practical aspects of working with data using Python. Okay. All right. Okay. So before I do that, we have the bio. Yeah, the bio. Please, can you tell us what machine learning is? Like, what do you, the basic? Okay, you said not basic. Okay, just tell us the whole house. Like, people like me, I don't really know about this. Okay, so machine learning. Let's hear from you. Let's learn from you. Ablazin.
So, yeah, you were asking what is
machine learning. Yeah, good.
Yeah, machine learning is will I say, a subfield of artificial intelligence, right? That focus on building system that can learn from data and improve their performance over time. Right. So machine learning allow computers to find patterns in data, make prediction or take action based on experience over the training. By using Python, you can use other language too, but Python is the most accepted.
All right, please, a round of applause for him. Please, if you hear that, please, I want to see that. I want you to react to Adebayo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's see what we have. So we said machine learning enables computers to learn patterns from data, right? Rather than being okay. So rather than being explicitly programmed, okay? Like what he said, is machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence, AI, okay? So that enables computers to learn from data rather than being, okay. When you think about when you think about this, right? You think about automations, right? So there's going to be a previous data, right? That your program, your computer can learn, that can build on, right? Rather than being explicitly programmed. So it powers application like spam detection, personalized product recommendations, and fraud detection. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
All right.
yes,
All right.
yes, yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
So, yeah, that is all about machine learning. Yeah, and we have the types, the supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, reinforcement learning. So all of these things we'll be doing them. Sorry. All of these things we'll be practicing all of these things so that to know what supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning means. Okay. So right. Key machine learning algorithms. We have linear regression, is predict continuous outcomes like housing price by modeling relationship between variables. So that is linear regression. When you want to get the relationship between two variables, you want to compare, let's say, okay, if you make use of this particular if you make use of this particular product, so how often people is going to patronize you. So that is linear regression. You build the model, then it has a very high predictive power as well. So we have logistic regression, classify data, yeah, into groups like categories. Okay, let's take for example, in the business world, you say, okay, I want to um, uh, okay, I want to know the number of people that are loyal to my business. Then you get the data of the business and say, okay, um, within males and females, who are the people that are loyal to my business, then you categorize them, you classify the data into categories, okay? So that is logistic. We also have a decision tree and random forest. So, so hierarchical models for classification, regression, and ensemble method for higher accuracy. So we also have the KNN and the SVM. Sorry, I'm trying to work on this. Someone is trying to connect and is trying to take it back. Okay. Sorry, I want to drop a message for someone. All right. So sorry. So I think we are done with this. So the KNN classify based on nearest neighbors. Yeah. And the SVM, that's the vector machine, works well in high dimensional space. So what is deep learning? Deep learning model use multiple neural network layer inspired by human brain to do what? To tackle complex problems like image and speech recognition. So that means we are going to do more of deep learning in this project, right? So and the characteristics we have it require vast database data sets. Okay, I've been saying data sets. All right. Do we understand what data sets is? Huh?
Yeah, we understand what data set is. I mean,
All right.
yeah.
All right, please go ahead and tell us.
Okay, a data set is a collection of data, right, that is used to train, validate, or test a machine learning model.
Okay. So it's the collection of data. Yeah, collection of data that is used to validate uh, machine learning models. That's right. So take for example, so the data set could now be, okay, let me just put it in this way. The data set is the data, the platform that the data you want to use to validate your model is stored. And so it could be saved in different formats, text file, Excel, Excel. You can also get it as a database structure. Okay, that is SQL. I also get it that way. Okay, so and yeah, so we'll be working more on CNNs, RNNs, and transformers. Okay, so majorly. So don't let this look like something that is bogus to. This is just an introductory class. We're doing all these things practically, so we will explain more in details. So deep learning architectures, we have the convolutional neural networks, that's CNNs, and we have recurrent neural networks, then the transformers. So the CNNs specialized for image and videos. Yeah. And achieving up to 99% accuracy on task. Okay? 99% accuracy. So I want you guys to read about these Cypher 10 classifications. Okay? So we also have this RNN is designed for sequential data such as text and speech. Do we need that for this project? So if we need that, we know. Then we have transformers. So attention-based model powered 75% of state-of-the-art NLP application like GTP, bits, and for translation and summarization. Do we need this kind of model? So if we need this, we are going to know we need it. Okay. So why are we picking Python for the machine learning and the deep learning? Why? Why are we picking Python? It has a simple syntax. Yeah. Okay. Someone is raising up his hand. Ayodeji, do you want to talk?
I just wanted to say that it's like the easiest programming language anybody can use, to be honest. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
It's like English, plain and
Yeah.
simple.
No, not like the likes of C++.
Yeah, nah, I tried that. I was like, it was like me trying to learn data science. It wasn't fun.
C++, declaring of variable, you have to indicate the data type.
Exactly. So Python is simple, easy.
Yeah, it's
Even
very
if
simple.
even if you are lost with the use of how AI is right now with programming, it's actually like one of the easiest things to learn. Just that you just need to memorize what the keys and the sets are, so that you not get lost.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that is okay. Mary, you want to talk? Abi Yusuf.
No. I just wanted to say not like the likes of C++ and assembly, because learning assembly to give me a lot of headache. So, but Python is smooth.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Chinwe.
Okay, I would say is for Python is mainly used for AI and machine learning.
Okay, yeah, it's mainly used for AI, but people use it to create apps as well. The backend, I think the Django, the likes of the Django, yeah, they use it to create backend applications, and they also use it to create front-end apps as well. So, yeah. So anytime you think of machine learning, one thing that comes to your mind is Python. So do you believe that you can also create a machine learning using R programming?
Yes.
who said that, Yusuf, I don't mark your face like that. So now you go teach us.
You only asked and I answered. I did not say I know it.
No. You said the yes was so fast. Yusuf, I don't
Yes,
mark.
but like I've come across machine learning algorithm that was written in R. So that was why I said yes. But I was not the one that wrote it.
Since you know, one thing about programming is that you can actually pick up, like everybody in this house, be it you're a beginner or whatever, you can actually pick up any programming language in 2 weeks and know it. So Yusuf, you are going to teach us that. So Mary, I want you to note that is going to teach us how to build machine learning algorithm using our programming. Yusuf.
Sir.
Yeah.
Is that Rust?
What is it?
Rust language?
Chinwe, you are saying something?
I say, is that Rust?
I didn't get that.
No, R is not Rust. No. It's not Rust. They are different.
Okay. No. It's just a programming language on its own. Basically for data manipulation, visualization, and building of machine learning algorithms. So the class, you are going to enjoy the class. But here it's just that we are only we are focusing on the AI algorithms, AI security. But for the basics, for 2 weeks, we are going to be running different algorithms, starting from supervised, unsupervised machine learning, just for you to know the basics. Well, where the bag is, I used to say this, is the deep learning part of it, neural networks. Okay, so Python has a robust library, cross-platform, runs seamlessly, we've said a lot of things. So performance and flexibility, yeah. So if you don't know, you know now that we are using Python to build our project. Okay, so start learning from today. So I'm going to show you just the basics today, even though I don't know anything about this Python. Or at least the little I know, can make us fly. All right, okay. So all of these things they are just popular libraries that we can that we can use in with uh, machine learning and deep learning. As there are Python libraries. We have NumPy, Pandas, Scikit-learn, and many more. So the deep learning part is TensorFlow, PyTorch. Is that only library we have in the deep learning frameworks? Yusuf. Sure. Okay, that's not the only frameworks we have. All right. So don't worry, the pre-processing data, we start from cleaning the data, then scaling and normalization, encoding, then we proceed by creating meaningful new features to improve algorithm performance. So this is the steps you take to pre-processing data. We just put it in, we put everything in English. So it's not actually English. We are going to be coding and all these things. So the data cleaning, the scaling and normalization is not actually English. Now that you will tell Python and say, help me clean this data, we go clean up. So we're actually coding, okay. So I can assure you guys that it's going to be seamless. Like what he said, he said it runs seamlessly. Okay, So deep dive into neural networks. So we have all of these things. It has a lot of formulas. Yeah, it has a lot of formulas. The data science department in our company. Yeah, by the time they are doing these neural networks, it takes them more than a few months writing formulas, implementing formulas, so all of these things we're going to show us, but mind you, we have limited time. So we are going to be giving us materials coupled with enough tasks to work on so that we can catch up and build these products within the space of, we have less than 3 months. Am I clear? Yeah. All right. So do you have any question?
No, sir.
All right. Before we proceed to start showing us basics on the basic of Python program. Any question? No question. I think the class is very explanatory enough. Okay. Yeah, did you have a question?
Okay, so I also wanted to ask, like you said, we'll download as we have the applications, we have to, get used to it, practice it, and all that stuff. So let's say we have already gotten to a certain point, and there's something that we find hard to do, and even with, let's say, we're not even sure how to do it in a sense where we're like where we're like getting the idea. Do we communicate to you personally, or do we or do we just post it in the group for everybody to just see it? Let's say it's for that kind of stuff to get the answer to it.
Yes, you can. Look, we have our team in your group. Don't worry. From today on, we are going to start basis of Python. I'm going to share my screen with you. Then we are going to start how to code Python. So just showing you how to code Python, meaning that you are still going to back it up with so I think is it Chinwe or Chinwe? Yeah, Chinwe is asking if we are going to send PDFs. Yeah, we're going to send some materials to you so that you can be proficient enough in Python. Not that you know how to declare variables. You understand? So I know that's why I asked, do we have anybody? I think we have 19 people that joined this class, right? So I think just 3 people, yeah, just 3 people signify that they are very familiar with Python, right? So, and
I'm familiar.
what is say?
I say I'm familiar with Python. Okay, I'm familiar with JavaScript. Just the syntax is like the same as Python. Right.
Okay, you are familiar with JavaScript and Python.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, cool. No problem. So, yeah, IODG, you can read, like, your WhatsApp platform is for communication. That is why the platform is not locked. So we are going to give you enough tasks to do. So, this class is 2 hours. We still have more time to still build, to work on Python. Now, we know now that we are using Python programming to build our products. Okay, so I'm going to show my screen now. And okay. Can you just, I don't get the question, Chinwe, can you help us? You can say it, and I can show you there are lots of resources out there you can use to. There are a lot of resources there you can use to learn Python so that everybody will be on the same pace. Right? Okay. So can I continue, please? Hello.
Yes, you can.
Yes, sir.
Mary,
Can
are
you
you
continue?
are you sure you are on this class? You are in this class?
Yes, I am. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So you have this app, right? You have this ID Anaconda.
Yes, yes, sir.
Everybody, you have Anaconda. Okay. Now let me tell you the basics. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Hey, Jesus.
That's
No, we can't.
We're seeing
Oh,
the slide. You're still sharing the slide.
slide it. Okay. No. Let me share the entire screen. So can you see now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes, you can see, sir.
All right. All right. So if you are okay, on your computer, right? On your computer. So please, Mary, please remind me to send you guys the Kali Linux what is it called, packets, because I want to show you the attacks that can be run. I'm going to run different attacks. I'm going to show you how it runs, right? Right, and you see it. Then after showing you, then we go back to like building our algorithms. Please remind me so that it's a large file. I know some of you have Kali Linux installed on your computer, right? Yeah. Or if you are using Windows, let me say this because we're going to send it. Please, Mary, remind me. So we're going to send the file. If you don't have Linux installed in your computer, so you need a virtual machine to like VMware. You download VMware to install Kali. You install the Kali through the VMware. And, so if you are using Windows, you need to note that your virtualization needs to be enabled in your um, BIOS settings. You need to install, you need to enable your virtualization. But if you are using MacBook, you don't need to install any virtualization. Virtualization is automatically on in, in MacBook. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah, we said we are working with Python, right? Now, on your Windows computer, before you can program Python using other IDEs like Python, and VS Code, okay? So you need to firstly install the Python itself. It could be 3 points anything right now. I think it's 3.1 something. You will firstly download. That is how it works, right? In case you want to teach others. So that's how I normally teach. I teach from the basics so that while you're teaching others to have issues. So you need to install the Python itself on the computer before you can make use of other IDEs. Okay, are you with me?
Yes, we are, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, but in case you have this Anaconda, you have Anaconda installed. So Anaconda, once you install Anaconda, it comes with Python itself. Okay, it comes with Python itself. Then you can make use of any of these IDs inside the Anaconda. So I'll be using Jupyter Notebook, right? You see, I'm going to launch it. So it is expected to load on your browser, on your default browser. So I'm still waiting. Yeah, you see, it is expected to load on your what's on your default browser. So we have this. So
sorry,
okay.
one question, please.
All right.
I saw on attendance last week. Also, there is an attendance about the if you attend the meeting. I just saw a page on your system now. How are we filling out the form?
Adebayo, focus. It's not the time for attendance. Your team lead she knows what to do when it's time for attendance. Focus.
Okay.
So don't ask question that is not within the scope of this class. I beg. All right. That's just an enlightenment. All right. So you will get your attendance. I think your team lead is aware. Yeah. So you get this. Are you following everybody? If you're following everybody, I want a thumbs up. A thumb up. Oh yeah. Oh. Hello. Hey. See, don't think that you will gain access to this record. I said, do thumbs up now. Nobody is saying anything. Is doing thumbs up. So are we cooking dinner?
We are doing thumbs up.
Everybody is responding. Maybe because you're sharing your screen, so you can't see it.
Yes.
Okay, I can see. I saw just two people. Yeah, all right, no problem. So let's start. Okay. Please, okay, let me ask this again, please. Let me ask this again. If you are familiar with Python, please say I. I want to count voice, not emoji.
Hi.
One.
Hi.
Two.
Hi. Hi.
Three, Abby. Four. Okay. Four.
Hi.
Right.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Five. Emanuela, are you familiar with Python?
I won't go as far as saying I'm familiar with Python, or I know a bit of it, but it's been a long time I've practiced on it, so I'm not confident on my Python skills.
No problem. It's time for you to. You don't know that that's where the bag is. Do you know how much you get building algorithms? I've been building algorithms now for the past 3 years. Yeah, constantly. That's where the big bag is. You know, just based on contracts, you get paid, and you know. So don't worry.
Sorry, sir. I think to ask
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Most of us who can build this algorithm, but to find the client is the issue.
So that is why it is important for you guys to join next week live section. We are bringing somebody from the UK to train you how to sell your service. So, it's not this program, you guys are just lucky. If you are in this program, you are lucky, honestly, because it's not just going to be strictly class, building algorithms, getting data. No, we'll be bringing experts, to talk to you, to train you. We are going to bring global HR to talk to you. So, after this, okay, Basi, okay, you were not in the onboarding
Yes, sir.
section. So I don't need
Yes.
to dwell on that. We're not at the onboarding section.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why you asked that question. So I don't need to go to YouTube and watch the onboarding section, please. Don't waste our time. God bless you, Basi. Thank you.
Amen.
All right. All right. So yeah. So we want to create a Python. So just click here on new Python 3. So if you have been building algorithm, can you put it on the comments, the chat box? What IDE are you using? What is the IDE you are using? Are you using Jupyter? Are you using PyCharm? Are you using VS Code? I want to see it. Adebayo and Ablazin, Mary. Okay, drop it. Ayodeji. VS Code and Jupyter. Why VS Code? Everybody, why everybody is just saying VS Code, VS Code? I know because of predictions. No Jupyter Notebook. Can you get predictions? Okay, Kaggle. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Like building algorithm on notebook. Uh, then you say, okay, you can't get prediction when you type errors. When you type errors, you can't get predictions. So the type of you typing just A and press tab to complete the code for you. You can't actually get that in Jupyter. So, that's this about I normally make use of building my algorithms. I make use of Jupyter. Okay. So just focus. So I want to show you how to use this for the sake of those people that doesn't know how to use Jupyter. So this cell, okay, let me create more cells. So this cell, you see this code, I want to write, I want to write something. I don't want to code inside this cell, so I'll just bring it to Markdown. Markdown, then you press hash. This hash shows how like the size of the text you want to do. So let's say, what are we doing? We want to do variable. Okay. Then you control enter. Control enter means run. You run it. If you are using Windows, like I'm using Mac, so you do command enter. Command enter. So what is a variable? So I'm going to be very fast. So variable is used to store data values. Okay, is used to store data values, and there are rules guiding you creating variables. The variable names must start with a letter or an underscore. In Python, right? Must start with letter and underscore. Then the rest of the variable name may consist of letters, numbers, underscore, and anything you want, right? So you can do camel casing. With variable names, you can do camel casing. I'm going to show you all these things I'm saying. Camel casing, you have to give your variable a meaningful name, not that you just put XY to, and you want to type school, you put SCH. So what if you are now in number the line 5,000 or 5,000 code lines of code? You want to call that variable, then you start looking for the names you use to store the variables. So it's tedious. So that's why you have to make, like, name it, give it a meaningful name. And I said it's used to store data, right? So then we are going to be assigning variables now. Assigning variables, I say x is equal to, is how to assign variable in Python. So it's different in how, though you can also use this in R, but they have assignment operator. There's an assignment operator in R. So that looks like an arrow. So assignment operator like this in R. Yeah. Okay. So I want to assign variable. I want to assign variable. Let's say name is equal to name is equal to Internet of Medical Things, and let's say the school. Sorry, the school. Let me use Kamakesi. School is equal to plan. Are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, if you thank you. If you are new to programming language, please can you say hi? Don't be intimidated by the likes of Mary and Co.
Hi.
If you are new, okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay, I will not call your name. Don't be shy.
Hi.
Myself, I don't
I'm
know
new.
programming. I don't even know how to
Hi.
code.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, I hope you are following. I hope you are following, right? Those that just said I.
Yes.
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 Please be
Yes,
following.
we are.
So we are in the same shoe. Myself, I don't know how to program. I don't know how to code at all. So I just use scope. Okay. But we are just believe that we are on the same shoe. Nobody is above anybody else. Okay. Yeah. So name, school, and okay. Mm, what else can I do? Okay. Let me just do all the data types. So I'll just be explaining data types straight. No need of. All right. So I can say his name. Okay. Okay. Let's have number now. What can I? Okay. Let's just use the common listing. Page 15. Okay, let me change this. Let me change it to normal. normal, let's say Mary. Okay, please. I'm using Mary because she's a team lead. Yeah. By in the middle of this training, like in the middle of this internship program, I'm going to know everybody by name. So I know some people now. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we have. We said it's going to store variables, right? Variable is used to hold and store data. So this name is the variable that is storing Mary, and Mary is a string data type. Why is it string? Because it is alphabetical. That's how I can explain it. You will understand. It's a string. That is why every variable that is a string must be quoted. Okay. This is also a string. This is what? This is Boolean. This is what? Number, right? Data type. Okay. Are you with me? So we can now say, okay, if I want to call Mary, I want to call it. Let's say I want to call Mary. I will not type Mary. I will just say, okay, let me start from print, using print. Print name. Okay, print name. So now I need to run this cell so that the compiler can have the memory of the variables. Okay, so that the compiler can have the memory of the variables. So I need to run it. You can run it here, or you press Control Enter or Command Enter, either ways. So you see, I've run it. So I can now say print Mary. I'm sorry, print name. So if I run it, you see we have what? We have Mary. Okay, so anytime I want to return Mary, I will be calling what? Name, because it is assigned to Mary. Exactly.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. All right. So what if I want to, you can also, instead of printing, if you don't want to print, sorry, if you don't want to do the print function, then you can just call the name. It's going to work. Let's say I want to call age. You can put it like this, age, and run. And you have 15. Okay. So so let me dwell more on data types now. Let me start with the numeric type. Let's say, the normal layman, this thing that we used to do, so, I used to add space so that it will be readable. So if you don't really add space, it will work. Or I want a clean code. So that's why I used to add space. Some people don't use to add space to their own. So I can do 30, sorry, 30 num2 is equal to, okay, let me do flex now, 4.5, and okay, num3 will be equal to, let me do complex number teacher. Okay, this is Okay, I want to. Okay, let me create a. Let me create a markdown there and call it data type. Data type. So you can understand well. Well, let me add this. So you can have numerical. So we have the numerical data type, but we have this as a whole number. You call it integer. Sorry. Let me comment. Integer. You have what is this? Float, right? It is float because it is decimal. And this is what? Complex number. Complex number. Okay. So that is numerical. So we can also have, are you following? So that everybody is quiet.
Yes, sir. We are.
Yes, we are following.
We are following. We are following.
We are following.
So we also have sequential. Thank you so much. Sequence types. So the sequence types could now be being numerical, right? So we can say, see, I don't normally like just racking my brain to get names. Please give me name. Give me name. Okay. See, nobody is talking. Give me name. Let me just do list. Oh, okay. Lists.
Emmanuel.
Okay, let me use Emmanuel. What you said, Emmanuel. So Emmanuel. Emmanuel. A sequence type. See the way I wrote type. What is this? A sequence type will be like this.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. That's a sequence number. Then let me just do Emma rather than racking my brain. So we can say this is, okay, what type of, as a list, and this one is what? It's called what? Anybody? This one is called what? Oh yeah, tell me and collect price. Okay.
Double.
This one is, what is it?
Double.
Who is that? What who is that? I didn't see you. I didn't see you talking.
Adebayo.
Just miss Adebayo. You sabi am now, so I don't need to.
I don't sabi anything now. I don't
I
have
no
an
need
idea.
you.
I'm just saying.
I don't need give you price. That's stopping. Yeah, you sabi am. You won't win all my price for you, Abi. Abi Adebayo.
Oh, but also,
All right. We have two, Emma. Then let's do Emma 2. Okay, this one is a list. This one is tuple. And this one is what? Range. So I think you have access to fill your attendance now. Your team lead is very active. Okay. Well, focus on this class, but you can be filling your attendance. You understand? One side, but focus on this class. Okay. So we also have mapping. So numeric is too much, but don't worry, I'll just try and catch up. Emma 2. Emma 3 will be, sorry, is, so this one is going to be like an object. Chin where you have you study JavaScript, right? You know you are familiar with JavaScript. So this mapping type is going to be in form of of an object that can hold a variable. So it can be now. So I'm going to use this name. Name is equal to, what is our name? Mary, Abby. Mary writes, Mary, Mary. Then age, no, is going to be string. What am I doing? Age will be what? 15. So that means Mary is 15 years of age. Okay. Are you following?
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Two. So yeah, so I think we are cool with that. We can also have okay, sets. Emma set. Let me just use it that way. Emma set is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Emma set 2 is equal to. So what is the difference between frozen set and a set? Frozen set function. So it will hold this, I can say 5, 6, 7. So you can also have a Boolean. Paul, you are not active in this class. You are just going out and coming in. Mr. Paul, you're just going out and coming in. Are you sure you are with us? they're against us. So, sorry, this is a Boolean. Then I can say is greater. It's just a variable name. You can give it any name. Okay, you can give it any name you want. So we can say greater than is 30, 20, or let's say greater than 10. So see what it's going to give you. So we were able to treat variable and data type. So there are a lot of variables in a lot of ways you can declare a variable. There's something we call variable scope. We are not going to go into it today because of our time. So let's just call our variables we declared. See this? I've run this. That's why I have something. I have 4. So I didn't run this, so I can run it now. So that okay, let me test it so you can see. If I didn't run it, let's say I want to print. Sorry. Print Emmanuel. Print Emmanuel. Let me run it. You can see name Emmanuel is not defined. Why? Can anyone tell me why?
There's no variable, Manuel.
Yeah, we didn't declare the variable. Okay. So are we sure we are following? Please follow. Run it. Run it. Run this. Now run Emmanuel. So we have 15 minutes, at least 5 minutes to the end of this class. Run this. You can now see that we have our Emmanuel printed for us. So we can continue to print others. Okay. We can continue to print others. Print Emma. You see, print is greater. True. That is 20 is greater than 10. So we have come to the end of this class. I hope everybody have filled up their attendance. At the end of this class, the attendance link will not be accessible. Okay. Do you have any question on how do you see this session? Do you see it interesting? I want to hear from you in the next 1 minute.
Yes, it was. I liked it.
Yeah, Franklin.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So when we started, I mean, I was following, but immediately you got to the part where you started programming, it started becoming confusing for me. But that's just it. Apart from that, the class was amazing. So I just say it's a 4. It's a 4/5 for me.
It's a 4/5. Why? Because you're not following, or
Yeah, when you do the programming part of it.
okay, am I too fast?
No, you're not too fast. It's just I'm new to programming, so it's hard to comprehend.
It's not. No. I will not take that. It's not hard to comprehend. We are just what we are doing here. We are writing English. Okay, it's not hard to comprehend. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. Everybody, we are going to carry everybody along. Okay, it's just that we are writing English. writing name, assigning of variables. But I can assure you guys, it's not as difficult as you think. Okay? It's not as difficult
All
as you
right.
think. Yeah. Mr. Paul, I saw you going out and coming in. You're not stable.
Network.
All right, no problem. So we are going to send you some material. Franklin, we are going to send you some material. You're going to follow those material. Please, if you didn't get it on your platform, latest on Monday or Tuesday, you need to be calling out your team lead. Okay. So we are going to send it to you. Then it's just basic Python. Please make sure you go through them, and I can assure you, you will enjoy it. So to the next class, we're going to see you guys. So thank you. Hello. Going to see you in the next class.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. See
Thank you.
you.
Thank you
See
very
you
much.
guys. Yeah. Please, your tax also will be sent, not just